fam, skis.
Fuck all that smooth shit, this that suck your mother's dick rap. Fuck you, I'm better, I'm tucking the leather, a full metal jacket, the pull of a magnet, you pulling a faggot, put you in a casket, consumed by the maggots, assumed as a hemp up and putting you back and we're back to shit packed and you full of shit, ass in the best, and I'm young, the ruler and champion of rap, you know that's like school, and your fact is it can't be no match it, I'm fluid of lighters with gas when impacting old school, when the project's my Johnson House, one of the best ever doors, so go bark about gun in the vest, but your head got shit pouring out, punctured the cranium, razor done, hold him out, battle me, come on, I call him out, 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 all about calling out, all y'all talking about fortunes, you're flossing without spitting rawness at 14, I'm up in my room after school when I'm crafting the lyrics and spitting this to you, whole kid and caboodle, no kids what to do, cause me and today get my young self a few juice, my penis is staying your mother, I doodle and pee on her face, but right after I spew goo, keeping you safe, but I'm cracking a few, you a demon or snake, that no magical voodoo, go Nazareth on you and lacerate you with a few of these lashes, syllabus spit to you, I'm losing it, rational practice ain't screwed, and my toolie was practical, hasn't come to me, a hazard to newbies in rap, I will do the battering, beautiful, red gushing hatters, blend at you into the street, ask about, do you see lunacy, and me been married since cool, D. Curtis, blow word, go nervous, so nervous, go word and flow, surgical verb in the words, but no first, you show worth and grow burst in your murders, so turn them more nice in the skull like a circuit blown parts where they burst upon y'all, I'm berserker, no herb can no turn them both to me, so curb your door, murking, you're clean as detergent, you're moving just vertical, persons don't turn to your urges, no learn and grow, earning your personal first, when you're burning so pertinent, no person can curse, it's so turbulence, working, I'm bursting, dispersing, the turd is this journey, I'm jerked, working, a virgin, is squirting, the service, inertia gets working, go working, throw sturdy flow, personal hermit, no word, I grow lower, flow, turning, don't yearn to grow, fly with what I'm dropping, diamond when I'm rocking, I am every hot gym, shining, it'll blind them, chiming if your top 10 finds me that I am, 9 people a topic, I don't need a topic, Chinese food, no chopstick, rice and chicken fries, cypher women's eyes, dick rising in my pocket, trying to grip it by the side of where the walk is, my piece of advice is find piece of the knife and knife you out a piece of the pot, the system's out and my malicious riding higher than the skies, king, I roll with her, I am dole, keep to myself, focusing on my with my means of surviving, so living my fly, so if I ain't with the mind chip, try it and I'll fight it, force it on my profits, I'll slice it out of my dick, 5 digit designers, QR coded eyelids, nightmarish apocalypse, night of the living childless, light school dim and my reserve innocent and time splits, cursing it from the sun as a birds in eternal fire pit, think a little positive and recognize that I'm a nigga, I'm a niggas praying hip hop changes for the common, it's the way it was the problems with the corporation, popping in the corner, yes, I'm popping and we can't relate to y'all 10 figures, I'm a little bit bigger than your city, state and country, I'm a scribble dick figures of the Hitler painting, eviscerating every dictator with my dick spraying the laser piston, I'm kicking the hate and the dick and disarm them when they resort to steal, y'all talk about it in songs while I take shits on the floor for real, I'm bringing you the raw, this shit, no commercial ambition, just burst man, ammunition from a thirsty man with vision, hungry with the ribs showing, jerking off to my dick swollen, persevering, working this fire like the first and last of the year, a surgical massacre here, I'm a verbal psycho MD, with the right flow to treat the diseases and rapping to murder every MC.
To the future, homie. So space. So space, 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 space. Check it out. Future me. The album. Is that real? Set it up, man. It's like tic-tac-toe, 3 boxes of X, and I'll get that dough plus lots of good sex from the hospital bed, from a shot where I bled to the block with the shit that the cops couldn't catch. Raw from the rich with a black hood and mask. Drop me a bill, then they catch me the cash. Stack it and laugh, then I'm back to the math. There's a nation of money I should naturally have. Busting people in the head with fists and chairs, officially prepared to split you in the air. You think you nasty, I think you stink, and with that permanent ring, I would think you married. Actors are rapping like rappers are acting, no natural passion. What happened to that? They just after a plaque and a black fence of crash. That's why these albums are trash in the back. I render the flow to dismember your bones and take your mind to a different zone. Hip-hop is like phones, a space, space, space. It begins with the tone. I'm the man of the future. Panic and move up, and I'll shoot ya. Making a new cut, shaking your crew up, greater than the rest. Like Suede, it's the new Buck Jr. Haters late to rest. I rap out of pain, got deep music, beat music, street music, and subject matter just expands like the members G-Unit recruited. A degenerate off of weed in the licks, in the season of sickness, it seems that it fits. No breakthrough, you can't knock the kid's grip. His own space future man, rock the shit. The struggle, we take it. We grind it. To bubble and make it. Shine it, shine it. Alexa been spinning. With eyes on some diamonds. The message is with it. Rewind, you will find it. These rhymes are as gifted as Einstein with his shit. And atoms will split the rhyme that I'm spitting. Not hard to see, y'all should be calling me king when I bring you together now. Army with harmony. Come around at your verse underground or commercial. I couldn't give a fuck cause my sound's universal. Quench my thirst with style when it works so fine. Every verse is found with the verse. Now gets the first uptowns where I first grew in housing. I'm now in a circle of thousands of I ain't great, but lyrically the latter. Don't you agree? If you hear me, I have to flow to the beat like a beast when I open the streets with the heat that'll mostly defeat any geek with a mic and a track. And tone didn't peak. How you liking the fact that my growth can get deeper when writing the crack that'll smoke your speakers, light you and stack your nita. I'm not hot, just a potent fever. My shit ain't dope, it's Costa Rica. Hold the beat cause cats are close to seizures. Let them relax. Back to the most best feature of lyrical rap. Tone space will present you with that. And as a matter of fact, if there's an evidence I'm a problem, we can battle, man, it's open, it's easy. Put your keys up and shut your mouth. Fuck the props, man, throw some G's up. Who's supposed to be tough? I know your sweet stuff. Get over these nuts, I'm bringing it back. For the first like Luda, every verse I rule the universe. I grew to be the king of the pack. No joke, go for broke for the cash in advance. Take a token, smoke or dance in a trance. Clap your hands, sucker, stomp your feet. Tone space, harmony. Struggle, we take it. We grind it, to bubble and make it. We shine it. Alexa been spinning. With eyes on some diamonds. The message is with it. Rewind, you will find it. These rhymes are as gifted as Einstein with his shit. And atoms will split. The rhyme that I'm spitting. Not hard to see, y'all should be calling me king when I bring you together now. Army with harmony. Struggle, we take it. We grind it. To bubble and make it. We shine it. Alexa been spinning. With eyes on some diamonds. The message is with it. Rewind, you will find it. These rhymes are as gifted as Einstein with his shit. And atoms will split. The rhyme that I'm spitting. Not hard to see, y'all should be calling me king when I bring you together now. Army with harmony.
Legio Nature Boy, cause that's when it
I'm so clever, they know better, that's why they hesitant to step to me. The beat catchy, I go and bless it. Leaving a message for haters that really try to test me. Say you gon' step, okay, bet it. Be careful where you stepping. It's dangerous shit, I'm a rebel against myself. So I just add you to the collection that I've been stacking on my shelf. Man, y'all incapable of shutting up. Perhaps a little help and all you doing is making noise. I can even hear your stealth. Hummerka beat to death, and now they ready to bargain. Say your flow wetter than curry, what's your staff into my author? I'm appalled that you can call yourself the greatest. Oh my God, you live in a fairy tale dream that I just don't want no part of. They say I'm crazy, nigga. Maybe I'm borderline, cause if you ask me if I'm crazy, I'ma tell you sorta kinda. If you thinking you can tame me, let me tell you, not at all. And they don't really want the business, so they stalling. That's alright. I transform, icon with ice on. Real tall, pretty light skin, and she headstrong. Yeah, I could've been a model, but I'd rather be a beast. Lord, it's something not the monster in me, keep me undefeated, and it keep them on their toes while I'm turning up the heat. Rap game, is that right? Or while I'm playing for the keep. So somebody better tell them, don't get caught up in this recklessness. Spitting like Tommy's up in the booth like I've been rapping since. I am me in present tense and don't know what that reference is. I thinking me like, wait, drop a bump just cause I'm rebelling. We fell in sin way before the first inning, and we didn't see so much. I live in motto with no limits. Take a penny, make a dollar, take that dollar, make a meal. If I got it, then I got him. DOT, that's what it is. Don't I sound conceited? I've been working on me. I was watching from the bleachers cause I had the wrong cleats. Now we're young and making moves, and I move first string. Shout out to you haters, I'm the MVP. Now we're young and making moves, and I move first string. Shout out to you haters, I'm the MVP. This styrofoam full of nothing, brain filled the words in a bunch of mess that I cannot uncluster. It must have just been a mustard. I'ma say what's in my gut and trust that I rain thoughts, leaving a stain of rust. They run to the hope of luck, trying to clean it up. I laugh cause it's such a rush. My stain, it would never budge. No matter how much they scrub, there ain't no place to place the rug. Ain't no race to even start, cause I already won. Established when I was born. Very territorial, it pay off just like mortgages. I like to have my own and come back to it where I sorted it. Boss up for the hell of it if you reckon it. Cross such like the mail, folks, we sending messages. Ain't no LOLs and halos, this ain't no heaven sent. Green smoking robes like Maleficent. I'm better than anyone that you could think of or put me up against. Combo of anyone coming close is quite irrelevant. You talking? Yeah, all I do is win, medalist. It took a while, I'm here now. I don't know why you niggas settled in.
At Visible, we couldn't wait for the future of phone service, so we built it ourselves. We're flipping the industry on its head by getting rid of the bad stuff, like stores, hidden fees, and unhelpful customer service, keeping everything you need for just $40 a month, and putting it right where it belongs, in an app, on your phone. Sounds crazy, right? Well, it's not. It's just Visible. Learn more at visible.com.
And now for our feature presentation. presentation.
Ready for the fly shit, when tone space provides it. My time is private, won't you stay off my dick? I kick optic out, mash a mosh pit, toxic hot shit that gets in you like an acid droplet. Bash the cops with bricks for invading my shit. Leave the ride alone, fuck stashing the weed, I'm riding home. Superfluous, murderous flow. If you heard of it, you know how I go. When the style ain't conservative, I'm future, man. Do you understand? I'm the future, man. I'm hip hop like an icy stand. Nikes and mics, I am the truth, undeniably. You battle, come inspire me. You babble, son, you tired cause you try to be a gangster. But gangsters don't boast about it, they shank ya. And gully cats swing bloody bats and can't control their anger. I'd rather hammer holes to the wall like a nail. Screw them like a Phillips, make my point, then erupt like a whale or a Gaza. I'm fortified to fornicate with 4 or 5 I made it up, it's meaning a degrading slut. The point I make is relax, chill and be patient. Just find yourself, the secret jewel hid behind the shelf. Check it out now, check it out now, the blockbuster. I don't know ya, I do not trust ya. Got love to give to my fam, I'ma leave it at that. Just the truth when you listen to me speaking in rap. Check it out now, check it out now, the blockbuster. I don't know ya, I do not trust ya. Got love to give to my fam, I'ma leave it at that. Just the truth when you listen to me speaking in rap. Some say I'm aight, some say I'm the best, and most don't know who the fuck I am. Lay with the rest of the pack of hungry MCs. Rap like none other before I'm penniless, I go back to hustling CDs. I try to keep a conscious mind, body and soul. The standard lyricist, well I'm probably the mold. And you hear the shit that I'm talking, the way that I'm feeling. I try to make it appealing without degrading my zeal and compromising integrity. Money's lies are a jaded beast and rely on it when they eat and just try to stay on their feet. It's survival, the game is deep and like lotto to take a peek is a gamble. Out on the streets, no examples of sort of weak. Who's inspiring mentally? The kids are in need of it. Plagued like a granted demon's wish. Conceive the shit. Breeding strength for the few that prosper. Organize and do the same for others like they your sisters and brothers in this movement. Peace to my man Steve for always keeping it real. Deep in the field of his craft and enterprising the path through the struggle and raffle. Double back, bubble and cash. I keep wonderful plans so other cats in my fam can come up and check it out now. Check it out now. The blockbuster. I don't know ya, I do not trust ya. Got love to give to my fam. I'ma leave it at that. Just the truth when you listen to me speaking in rap. Check it out now, check it out now, the blockbuster. I don't know ya, I do not trust ya. Got love to give to my fam, I'ma leave it at that. Just the truth when you listen to me speaking in rap. It's the blockbuster. Cats in the dungeon like organized noise, remotely controlling these mics like motorized toys. From standing on stage and spitting and holding my drawing to leaving the bar and sipping and hitting dime coins. You hearing my voice, I'm spitting like Bronze's Magnum. Respond to rappers and drown them like I'm John the Baptist. My art's been mastered like Bruce in his last days. And as far as a battle, we can meet at high noon like matinees. I keep lyrics and stories abundant. A gully cat, I throw the hammers like them turtles at a Mario Brothers. Check it, I drop knowledge and lectures like a college professor. You drop dime at anonymous sessions, but you will stop when the nozzle's directed straight at your face like a halogen. And I'm trying to get an honest confession. I promise perfection when I'm in here dropping this. So when I finish, you dig me like an archaeologist. Check it out now, check it out now, the blockbuster. I don't know ya, I do not trust ya. Got love to give to my fam, I'ma leave it at that. Just the truth when you listen to me speaking in rap. Check it out now, check it out now, the blockbuster. I don't know ya, I do not trust ya. Got love to give to my fam, I'ma leave it at that. Just the truth when you listen to me speaking in rap. It's the blockbuster. When it comes to these double-A bars, I'm spitting, I atomize flows like an A-bomb. Ignition, the master gun like I'm flipping chainsaws. My lyrics will leave you stuck like you in a gay porn or prison. And I'm ahead of myself, that's right. My first former self passed my last pass. So for the past like Joe, you know I'm known to get it poppin' and noise. You can't see me like Jamie Foxx in his Oscar performance. I fucking do victims with new shit and my style's tighter. I spew swifter than cruising missiles from Al-Qaeda. I remix my hottest joint in the wild cypher. Al Bundy and Al Jerome and the Al Nighter. Yeah, that's how it is when you super rhyming. And troopers out been trying to keep my raps tighter than those on Tutankhamun. I flows like the ocean, bro, and I'm deeper. These lyrics I got them locked like single cells in amoeba.
What we bring is the bomb, causing physical harm. Ring the alarm, cause these two is fire. Causing storms and elemental disturbances. What we then do is on another level. And you doubt it until you feel it. Two lyricists make you deal with the burn, can't put it out. It's fire. So whatever you feel, you fixes. It really can't make no difference. Get lifted, this shit'll raise you higher.
The super pressure point professor will stretch you into a pretzel, flood you out like US to Cuban vessels on vessel. With this battle and blobbity blob blobby shit, I be the god of the mic. Classic as Bob Marley is. Half of this I'm probably kicking, casually rapping it. The other half's war package, put an asterisk after it. Matter of fact, it is cracking the glass, real passionate. Master tip, pass the shit, ash the lip to the last of it. Can't get ahead of every line that I drop, cause most rappers are second hand, like the line on a clock. Keep a dime on my cock, Sandra, I'm not, I'ma be hot. Lights to the line. Nights on my grind, minding the block. Switch the methods of Methodists with a test of the testament. Settle debts to society, selling sex to the celibate. Every record is evidence of my decadence ever since I projected my larynx. Now I'm checked by executives.
What we bring is the bomb, causing physical harm. Ring the alarm, cause these two is fire. Causing storms and elemental disturbance is what we then do. It's on another level. And you doubt it until you feel it. Two lyricists make you deal with the burn, can't put it out. It's fire. So whatever you feel, you fixes. It really can't make no difference. Get lifted, this shit'll raise you higher.
Tony's space is beyond the deeper than West Craven Harvard's, and rap is less than impressive because the best made some artists. Now they investigate artists like they a threat to the nation, as if they're less than complacent with all the millions they lay in. My syllable arrangement deranged, the criminal engagement is strange. I steal the show, a whole building full of lame is depraved. I'm claiming the stage with Joey and he's aiming the gauge, and any hoes that try to take it away, now take it away.
Star Wars with the gift like Star Wars and I'm sick. Bars be apartheid, I'm the Dark Lord of the Sith. Ain't it amazing how my phrases is blazing? I be slaying like my ways is adjacent to Jason. Chaos when my pen drips, your verse be all just empty. Still I'm sewing this game like I'm Sergio Valencia. My train of thought is quick with a need for speed and thieves. Y'all niggas is fiends with a need for speed in your weed.
What we bring is the bomb, causing physical harm. Ring the alarm, cause these two is fire. Causing storms and elemental disturbance is what we then do. It's on another level. And you doubt it until you feel it. Two lyricists make you deal with the burn, can't put it out. It's fire. So whatever you feel, you fixes. It really can't make no difference. Get lifted, this shit'll raise you higher. What we bring is the bomb, causing physical harm. Ring the alarm, cause these two is fire. Causing storms and elemental disturbance is what we then do. It's on another level. And you doubt it until you feel it. Two lyricists make you deal with the burn, can't put it out. It's fire. So whatever you feel, you fixes. It really can't make no difference. Get lifted, this shit'll raise you higher.
Top, Danny, yo. Do the top, Danny, yo. Do the top, Danny, yo. Do the top, do the top, do the top, Danny, yo. Do the top, Danny, yo. Do the top, Danny, yo. Do the top, do the top. I got a new dance that you ought to try. Just move your arms from side to side. All my descendants are Jacob. Space fresh face, no makeup. Say you really want a baby, fuck a prophylactic. Check the mail, girl, you might get a frozen package. It's time for the procreator. One good squirt from the turkey baster. All thanks given to the Most High. You got a Facebook, baby, and it's alright. Word to Todd, yo, I'm trying to have me 30 children. They say Canada dry, but I heard he chillin'. You have a baby, people really wanna see the lot? Fuck a sperm bank, head right to your P.O. box. And when you squirt it in right on your cervix, I'ma do my new dance, watch me work it. Wishing you could join me, but you sitting still. You know you can't move for at least 30 minutes. Sometimes I nearly hit the floor getting dirty with it. The Todd Daniel, cause homie is the first that did it. I just put it in a song with the verse and spit it. Shouting out all of y'all that are thirsty to get it. Get what? Well, I'm talking about the strong nut. Got a line of lovely ladies stepping on up. Keep it cold till you ready to inject the flavor. Have a fine boy or girl and I'll check you later. Might catch you a little later on a live stream. Girl, you know I'ma wanna see my fine king. The whole time I'ma crawl around acting silly. Bugging out, but we all know who the Mac is really. I wanna see him, let me come and get him, yo. And if you front, I'ma dumb out and hit the dirt. Do the Todd Danny, yo. Do the Todd Danny, yo. Do the Todd Danny, yo. Do the Todd, do the Todd, do the Todd Danny, yo. Do the Todd Danny, yo. Do the Todd Danny, yo. Do the Todd, do the Todd, do the Todd Danny, yo. Do the Todd Danny, yo. Do the Todd Danny, yo. Do the Todd, do the Todd, do the Todd Danny, yo. Do the Todd Danny, yo. Do the Todd Danny, yo. Do the Todd, do the Todd. The Todd first, they'll know soon. And in not much time, they're gonna respect the daddy. Do the Todd dance when your lady getting aggy. Acting up if you see her going nuts now. Let her know around the world you mailing nut out. Plus I got a 29-year-old lesbian. Shorty want a shorty, so she let me in. She say she like the way that I crawl and move. Oh word, well I'm busting this all in you. With a girlfriend waiting in the next room. She want a kid too, we'll be having sex soon. Women got that clock so they rushing, while us men keep on busting and busting. It's not slinging make you rich, do you feel me? It pays better than blood, what the deal be? I might make a Misha or a Shaquita. Yeah I know, they just wanna have these light features. I know it's fucked up, but what's I gotta do? I just let out a side when I slide on you. But when I take a trip to the post office, between us two, who getting the most of this? All of these women I'm busting a lot, got me busting through doors like the juggernaut. While I crawl on the floor, bitch you know that I'm dancing. Doing the top cause my kids come out handsome. Yes they are beautiful, have me a coat. All of them doing the Todd and yo. All of you fellas that's out there should try it. And if you a lady, I might fertilize her. Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd, do the Todd, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd, do the Todd, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd, do the Todd, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd, do the Todd, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd, do the Todd, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd, do the Todd, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd, do the Todd, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd, do the Todd. I go hard like Todd making toddlers. 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 I go hard like Todd making toddlers.
Silver bells hanging on a string. She told me it was my ding-a-ling-a-ling-o.
Fuck them silver bells, it's my big black balls. And when my dick spits black, you better get back, y'all. Have them hoes singing when I sting them with my ding-a-ling. Bitch, you're a monkey. My dick is divine, get in the swing of things. Speak highly intellectual, ever perpetual. Make raps about my dick and still be heterosexual. These hoes will do anything for the Klondike fellas. Plus I dress so fresh, I make Dom Dykes jealous. My ding-a-ling is definitely in perfect condition. Letting off-white slimy surface emissions. You best behave, goddamn bitch, look at the mess you made. Usually I keep that motherfucker freshly shaved. Bitches don't get pubic hair stuck in their teeth. My dick destroys vaginas beyond fucking belief. Advanced knowledge on the topic like an older god. Bitches worship and polish my dick like it's a golden rod. When some bitches see my dick, they just stare at it like they're scared of it. Of course I take proper care of it. My penis is everything it's meant for and prepared to be. For every chick that turned their back, my dick was there for me. Gives a fuck about that motherfucker. All the ass and the smash, it's no wonder I still got that motherfucker. Bang bitches throughout DC in the roughest of times. From busting raggedy ass bras to busting them dimes. My ding-a-ling is my trusty pal. Busting nuts with a thrust like you bust a cow. Just a calico. Use my ding-a-ling to slap the face of a back alley hoe. Tally ho, now you know. My dick! Suck it! Suck it! My ding-a-ling, motherfuckers! In your mouth! In your mouth! Freedom! Put a championship belt around it.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna knock it. Slow down. I wanna play everybody with my ding-a-ling.
First bitch I killed, I raped her, and then I fucking killed her, and
You're
then
a
I
sick
fucking
fuck.
raped her again.
you in the fucking face with a claw hammer. Disposing all y'all bammers in a raw manner. On the brink of sinking into the shit I'm thinking up. I cut off a bitch titty and use it as a drinking cup. Put your ass in a pine box with 9 shots. Parts of your body will be scattered for over 9 blocks. Terrible terror you're facing. Crime scene so disgusting, the shit's beyond sterilization. Homicidal maniac, I'll accept the claim to that. When my homicidal brain react, I can't remain intact. Buckets of blood, I'll be spilling them. Every day I look at people and think of different ways of killing them. Victims steady yelling, please, please, till their greased knees are injected with cc's of urine and feces. I get a taste of depression, your face of aggression. I like watching people die to see their facial expressions.
Homicidal, intention. Homicidal, intention. Homicidal, intention. Homicidal, intention. Homicidal, intention. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. All day, all night, yeah.
I'm a sick fuck, signals in my brain are mixed up. I think a body's being ripped up while getting my dick sucked. Some unfortunate bitch is gonna meet her demise after I put this meat deep in her thighs, it's eating her eyes. Think I'm a decent guy? I'm a creep in disguise. Kill a groom on his honeymoon and sleep with the bride. When the Kraken let loose, ain't no holding back. 900 volts of electricity in your scrotum sack. Nigga, put your hands down. Caught you with your pants down. Could've talked the shit out, but you ain't got a chance now. Crazy nigga with a mask on. Get your ass on. When I blast on, you can't shit with half your ass gone. Whether discouraged or disparaged, I might kick a pregnant slut in the stomach until she miscarries. This is multiple murderers murdering style. Motherfuckers should even be concerned when I smile.
Homicidal, intention. Homicidal, intention. Homicidal, intention. Homicidal, intention. Homicidal, intention. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. All day, all night, yeah, yeah. I said it's to the day, yeah, for the kill. I'm over here. Homicidal intention, yeah, yeah. Intention, homicidal intention, yeah, yeah. Intention, homicidal intention, homicidal intention, homicidal intention, homicidal intention. Homicidal intention, homicidal intention, homicidal intention.
All right. What's happening? You are now rocking with your man, Tone Space. Let's switch the scene a little something. Look at this. Like magic. Welcome to the show Improve. The place where your host, Tone Space, only shows improves. You know what I'm saying? Be it competition, be it just doing a show to prove a point that I may want to get across, or open up a phone lines and put a link out there so you could prove your point and show what, you know, your points of contention or your points of agreement or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a nice humble beginning of a small crowd now, because I'm just starting this very, very consistent role of, you know, doing these shows and doing them about some things, as y'all YouTube fanatics like to call it, content. I still loathe that term. But how y'all doing out there? Shout out to all 5 of y'all in the place. We got Man of War 347 in the building. Check out his production. Yo, Man of War, if you got any links to where people can find your beats and your stuff, please throw that joint in the chat. Or, you know what I'm saying, let me know so I could, you know, find it myself, because I don't think you got a written or nothing like that. Haven't seen this Mike Pepper or Peeper before. You know, 4 fire symbols. I appreciate that, bro. Welcome to the show Improve. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, whoever else may come through during the live stream or during the repeat, welcome. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for, you know, giving your time and, you know, checking in on the check-in. You know what I'm saying? So, I've been thinking, like, what can I do shows about topic-wise and stuff like that? Sometimes I have a hard time figuring out, specifically what to do a show about, because a lot of shit I'm just not really totally into. Like, I've been bombarded way beyond and any level that I could tolerate with the whole conscious blackity black stuff, you know, to for lack of better terms, like that whole thing. You know, you want to talk about the black sector being involved in fuckery and all types of craziness. Nah, the supposed conscious community, they got the sector beat by leaps and bounds. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I've been touching up on this 6ix9ine cat for a little, you know, quite a little bit. I wasn't gonna really say anything or say much more about that situation unless something monumental happened within his case or something like that. However, I was able to pull a good topic, you know, worth of discussion, in my opinion, about that, because I was watching a video by someone that a lot of you guys may know. Make sure my sound is good money. Excuse me, is my sound good money? Okay, sound is good. All right, yeah, I was watching a video by a gentleman that a lot of you may know, Tommy Sotomayor. And he was touching up on the 6ix9ine thing. He ain't really up on the kid. You know what I'm saying? He's a, you know, man of a certain age. He ain't with this teeny bop shit like that either. But he was touching on some good points. I don't know how certain people feel about me playing their videos, so I'm just gonna summarize what he said in his video. The title is Rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine faces life in prison for armed robbery, racketeering, drug trafficking. And he was just basically, you know, going into the little details of dude's case and the gang he was rolling with and stuff like that. But he did point out that Tekashi 6ix9ine is not quote unquote black. Now, if we really want to be specific, Puerto Ricans, you know, are part of a slave trade as well. Like Puerto Ricans and the so-called Negro in America have a lot of like common ancestry and history and are linked together. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of ways. So, but we're just gonna talk in general terms. Yes, your Puerto Ricans, your Dominicans, and your Mexicans, phenotypically and culture-wise, they are quite different than the, you know, African American male in the United States, in the country. So we're just gonna talk on some straight up general shit. But if we really want to go deep and do the knowledge, we could, you know what I'm saying, we could do that, you know, but we'll save that for another time, another date. But yeah, Tommy was just pointing out how Tekashi 6ix9ine, a Puerto Rican guy, he's actually half Puerto Rican, half Mexican, how he, you know, is promoting that, you know, that gangsterism to virtually a black audience for the most part, to the black community, and also pointing out how he says the term nigga, N-I-G-G-A, you know what I'm saying, which is commonly spoken, you know, in the hood as a term of endearment, as a term of trying to shout out to call somebody, or, you know what I'm saying, just, you know, it's a colloquialism or whatever. So, and you know, he took exception with that, right? Now, I take a look at someone like Tommy Sotomayor. As I understand, he comes from originally from like somewhere in Georgia, somewhere near Atlanta or something like that. A lot of people that come from the South and maybe some people in the Midwest and even on the West Coast, you know, they're quite unfamiliar with the idea of quote unquote Spanish cats being able to just say nigga so casually like that and not get checked. And I left a comment. Let me see what my comment is. I might as well read it. What did I say? I said, he's from the neighborhood of my Brooklyn house, Cusper, Bushwick, Best Side. He used to work at the corner deli, da-da-da. Even though he's a lyricist, I was happy to see him get blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to get to the point that matters. I was trying to get some work writing for him. He was your regular, yeah, he was just your regular Spanish goofball. That is a fact. Not about that life or any of that. The wolves got to him. They smell a Vic or someone they can bleed, pun intended, dry. His dumb ass played right into it, snitching on himself every Instagram chance he got, among other stuff he wasn't built for. Now they're turning on him, now that he ain't feeding them, and he's getting treated like a long-time bred gang member by the law. As far as saying nigga, everyone in the hood says it, mainly Hispanic and black people, it's a normality. So it's been embedded in his lexicon probably as strongly as the, meaning as the word the. So he wouldn't even understand the social deviancy saying nigga has outside of people in, let's say, the tri-state area, your New York, your New Jersey, and your Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? We might as well throw Philly, you know, up on that, into that thing too. You know what I'm saying? So he wouldn't even, yeah, he just would not even understand the social dynamic that would not find that cool. And So I wanted to do this show. You know, I was hoping to get like a nice little crowd so I could get people's opinions, because, you know, YouTube, you get to broadcast all over the world. I want to hear from some people that's outside of New York, or people that's outside the tri-state shit, people that's in, you know, overseas somewhere. And, you know, let me know how it rocks in your, you know, in your area as far as Hispanics and them using the quote unquote N-word, you know, and that N-word being nigga. Right? So, and then I was also touching on something else, because you know, a few people replied to my comment, and it brought about another point. All right, let me see if I could get to the specific comment that a young lady, I'm assuming she's young. I call all ladies young ladies. It's the, you know what I'm saying, it's the polite thing to do. Okay. I said, well, in New York, they have no choice but to be mixed up in black culture. They're integrated in, and economic-wise, have the same struggle. But I do believe being black, even among Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, is more of a struggle trying to maneuver through life. I said, I've been mistaken for Puerto Rican a lot, and I absolutely have seen those that are Puerto Rican try to relate to me on some better than black type shit. And this is a fact. And I was telling this woman that she actually has a point. So even though I can't knock them, you know, I can't knock Puerto Ricans and Dominicans or whatever in the hood for saying nigga, because it's deeply embedded in them, I do feel that they should respect black folks who ain't trying to hear that. Literally step outside their box. That's what I was trying to tell her. Because the point I was thinking is, like, if you're familiar with the Tekashi 6ix9ine case, I'm sure you are by now, he's been indicted on some federal charges, a whole bunch of racket charges, including racketeering. Him and the crew that he was with, about like 3 or 4 other gentlemen that are supposed members of a syndicate that's called Treyway. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? And his co-Ds are black. Tekashi being a Puerto Rican, Mexican, lighter shade, non-nappy hair, colorful with that type of individual. What I'm suspecting is that he, you know, if his case ends up going to trial and they don't take a plea deal, and they get a jury of his supposed peers, you know what I'm saying? I think that they're really going to play on the fact that he looks way different than the other co-defendants, and also way different than probably 90% of that whole alleged organization that those co-defendants are allegedly a part of, and that being Treyway. Because if you've seen Tekashi 6ix9ine's videos, anything from Gummo on its way up, all the joints that had like a bunch of people in them, it had 90-something%, you know what I'm saying, niggers. You know what I'm saying? And he was the only like light shaded dude, kind of sort of like Eminem amongst D12 and stuff like that. So I do believe that once if his thing does go to trial, I'm almost certain that the lawyers or whatever, they're gonna pull that race card out, bong, and they're gonna try to play off like, look, you could tell he wasn't really down with these people. You know, he might try to make the point as subtle as he can, but he's going to want to lay the impression on the jurors that, look, you could see that he's not part of these people. He is the superstar. He is the artist. You know, he is the one that had an image to uphold. He is the wealthy one. And, you know, those are just the, you know, the little street guys that helped them and that he hired for this and that. But he's in no way linked to any gang affiliation or anything like that. He was just making his money, you know, and his complexion, his hair texture, and his race historically is going to have a lot to do with it. So that's what I think. And with that said, kind of like I said in the comments, I don't have a problem with anyone saying nigga, to tell you the truth. But that goes on a much deeper level. To me, a word utterance shouldn't have any effect or power. All right, if nigga or nigger was once used as a racial epithet, you know, to talk against us and stuff like that, it's like, what better way to take the steam or the power out of something than to ignore it? Now, ignoring it could mean just ignore the word altogether when other people say it, or ignore it could mean, you know, say it and remix it the way that we've remixed it in the hood and have it as a term of endearment toward each other. You know what I mean? Because then you're ignoring you're still ignoring the bad part of it, or the part that it was first intended to mean. You're ignoring that. You done flipped it on something else. And then when other people, when white people or whoever say it in a, you know, in a racially charged way, ignore the shit. I don't really see what the big deal is, because at the end of the day, it's just words. You know what I'm saying? It is just words. Now, granted, words and vibration, they're very strong. Our whole universe was built off of the word. But on the level as far as just another common man that just wants to get under your skin and, you know, just try to throw some bullshit words at you, nigga yourself to death. Nigga yourself until you turn black in the face, literally. So that's how I feel about it. But, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so all right, so in a general sense, I don't give a fuck about the word nigga. I don't think it means anything. I don't care who says it. I think we should ignore it being considered a, you know, something offensive to us, because once we do that, then it won't be offensive. You know what I'm saying? Let them say it until they blue and black in the face. However, at the same time, I think that we should respect those African American, black people, or whoever that do have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it goes back to what I was saying before, what I always say. My reality is my reality. The way I see the world, the way I engage in the world from my perspective, that's my perspective. I can't force my perspective on other people. I could share my perspective and see if they may, you know, pick up some jewels and some gems from it and use it, you know, in their day-to-day life. But I can't tell you that my way is the right way. So in saying that, if there is, you know, if I see a black man or woman that has a problem with other people saying nigga, then sure, I'll impart that advice to say just ignore it. But if they're not trying to ignore it, I'll still respect where they're coming from. So I say that to say someone like a Tekashi 6IX9 or even a Fat Joe or somebody like that, right? They grew up on the term. It's been like embedded in them. You know what I'm saying? They knew how to say nigga. At the same time, they learned how to say the and you know what I'm saying, diaper or whatever, and daddy, mama, nigga. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, you know, they daddy be some old nigga they didn't even know anyway. Actually not true, because Puerto Rican families, they tend to stick more together. They got more of a better family house structure, but that's a video for a whole nother day. But so sure, it's embedded into their personality, into their lexicon. However, I think if you are of a Puerto Rican, Dominican descent, you're from New York, you're somewhere where people say nigga and it's no problem, I do think that, all right, cool, do what you do, because that's what you were raised on. But I do think y'all should have respect for folks, for other black people that may be from the South, that may be from the Midwest, or across the map somewhere else, or the West Coast of the U.S., or wherever the heck, that do that shit. Even in New York, if you find some black folks in New York that just ain't trying to hear that shit, I think that you do owe that respect. You know what I'm saying? You know, say it amongst your people, because that's your thing. But if you come across a black person that got a problem with it, I think you just got to eat that. You know what I'm saying? Because then it's like you trying to impart your thing on them. You know what I'm saying? I understand you grew up with it, you know what I'm saying, and everything, and everyone in the hood saying that you got black motherfuckers all over calling you a nigga every day, you're calling it back, it's nothing. I get that. But you have to have a broad perspective of the world and realize that not everyone is on some old New York shit. Or even some people in New York might not be on some old New York shit, and you owe that respect. You know? LJ and this thing. Yeah, LJ, from what I hear, Fat Joe was about that business. Absolutely. But one of my homegirls, she got like some type of crazy beef with him. I don't know all the details. I think, you know, she knew some of them people, and she would never tell me what the details are, but she does not like her some Fat Joe. Like, I heard two things about him. I heard that, yes, he was about that life, but I also heard he was kind of like on the grimy part about that life, like jerking people and kind of like ripping people off. There's the whole thing with when Pun died and not holding, you know, Pun's family down and everything like that. So, you know, on some gangster shit, absolutely, he's notoriously known for that. But at the same time, I heard he was kind of like, you know, on some grimy shit though. So, somebody else in the thing. Triple Darkness, Triple Geeks, Tekashi 6IX9 is from the tribe of Issachar. There you go. Again, see, that's probably for another video. That's kind of like what I was getting at the beginning. I was saying, like, you know, on like a higher level, you know, we could relate to Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, and everything. That's kind of what I was getting at. Like, yeah, we saved that for another video. But yeah, I'm right there with you, brother. I feel you. But like in general terms, just in general, social, average, everyday terms, how we see, how everyone else sees it. Let me say that. Not necessarily you and me, but everybody else, how they see Puerto Ricans and Dominicans and, you know, different. Because I mean, whatever our history is, they do have their own culture. Even though they're integrated and they grew up with us, we all grew up on hip hop, even in New York and everything. Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, they still got their own culture. Even between Puerto Rican and Dominican, there's a disparity. You know, it's actually like a war between them. Puerto Ricans be like, I don't fuck with them platanos. You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, there is it and everything. Next thing you know, a day later, he's out somewhere laid up with some other chick or at a strip club or a rumor that he got with this one or pulled this other dude's chick or whatever. And then what happens next week? He's right back in the crib with his baby moms. You know what I'm saying? Because they have a child, and that's the mother of his child, and he's the father. And like the way, you know, Puerto Ricans rock, I hate to say it, but they just get down way more together than us as far as the family structure. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep it a buck with you, a Puerto Rican woman is likely to be more loyal to her Puerto Rican man. You know what I'm saying? Dominican Simeon. Yeah, the good 12 tribe stuff. 50 Cent beers with everybody in NY. I think a lot of NY rappers are scared of Fifth. Oh, he beefs. Yeah, 50 Cent beefs with everybody in NY. Yeah, I mean, 50 was with the shits, absolutely. But one good thing about 50 that I gotta respect is when he went legit and when he got with Eminem and started getting that legit money, he did a complete 180. Like you could listen to Prodigy interviews, because you know Prodigy and Mobb Deep, they were on G Unit for a hot second. Prodigy was like, yo, I've never seen that nigga ever smoke a blunt even. His business is 100% thorough. They say that when Prodigy got bagged by the police, they wanted to set 50 up. They were trying to get Prodigy to plant guns and drugs on him, and they were asking him all these questions. And he was like, yo, 50 is like the most like cleanest about his business. If he is involved in any fuckery and any illegal shit, nobody knows about it. Like when he went legit, he took the ball and ran with it and just got that legal money. I don't even hear about him getting caught up in any tax type shit. So, yo, they even said cause you know a lot of rappers they'll give back to the hood and the community and everything. They said 50, like he won't even like give money like stacks to people in the hood that are even his peoples. Like if it's not in a contract or some type of official channel of him giving them money, he don't even like give out money to help his people, not because he ain't trying to help his people per se, but just because he knows that they might still be with the shits, and in case they, you know, flip that on some drugs or do some illegal shit, he ain't trying to get caught up as being the one that funded that shit. So yeah, 50's about his business. I saw that interview with Prodigy. He said that the police wanted him to plant the gun on 50. Yeah, that's crazy, right? And that's all that was. You know what I'm saying? They were like, why 50 of all people? I mean, I guess granted they knew Prodigy, because you know it's hip hop police. They know what's going on just like me and you do, if not more, through their investigations and everything. So, you know, I guess they like, well, Prodigy will be the link to him. But I mean, if you think about it, that shit is just hating. Like, there's not even a single sign. There ain't a speck of dust on Fifth. You know what I'm saying? He's been like completely legit doing his 1-2 thing. Yet they want to bring him down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see if he was suspected. Like if he was like a 6ix9ine, for example, and you know he got a whole bunch of bullshit going on all over the place. Yeah, the cops are gonna try to get at him. But basically, what I'm saying is that shit is just hating. They see he's clean. They see he's legit. They see he's black. They see he's super rich, and they're like, yeah, let's fuck this shit up. It's a fucked up game. Yep. But what was I saying? Saying something. I was talking about 6ix9ine, baby moms, Puerto Ricans, kind of like stick together, culture, shit like that. Yeah. So yeah, in the hood. But yo, I lost my fucking train of thought. But is there anybody in the building right now that lives somewhere where nigga is not something that you allow or are common to hear Spanish people that may be around you saying? Because LJ from DC, I could even say in DC, you know, shit, in DC you got white kids to be talking that nigga shit all day. I mean, not in large and not in mass, but you know, you have like a couple of them like white folks that just happen to hang around black folks. Like I know this from firsthand in DC or whatever, and you know they say the shit too like it ain't nothing. Heard the nigga that got 50 shot was a big time shot caller in New York. Yeah, motherfucking Supreme. Let me hook you up with a wrench right quick. You know, I got a simple wrench policy. Just everybody that's a YouTuber get a wrench. So hold on, let me bestow the power of the blue. All right, now you good. Yeah, Supreme from Supreme Team and whatnot. And then a little while after Fifth got shot, that dude got killed in some like unrelated shit. Yeah, that's a whole thing. And then you got Irv Gotti that was down with them, and as you see, they busted their empire up because you know, he was part of, allegedly connected to Supreme Team and them niggas. But yeah, shit is crazy. But yeah, is there anybody that is not familiar in y'all own like day-to-day way of life, wherever you live at, that are not familiar with people of Hispanic descent saying nigga like that? And do y'all got a problem with it? Cause yeah, that's the thing. The fact that, yeah, it's weird. It's like we're cool with, you know, Hispanics saying nigga because they grew up along with us. Yet at the same time, we're still always aware that in life they're always gonna have that little bit easier. Maybe not totally as much as a supposed Caucasian or nothing like that, but they're always gonna have that little element that's gonna give them an easier time. And I have a funny feeling that if this shit go to trial or something like that, that we're gonna see this with Tekashi 6IX9, and we'll then be able, the, you know, highlighted rap member and everything. And you know what, he get like 7-9 years or something, coming home in like 2 years or something. So if this Tekashi shit goes to trial, then you know it's gonna be our duty to be like the scientists, to like sit back and really peep game and, you know, see what happens. I mean, personally, if you want to know my opinion, what I think is gonna happen, I think he's gonna, you know, run off at the mouth. You're gonna tell them whatever they need to know, and he'll probably evade these charges, but then get charged and have to do some kind of time just on the strength that it still violates his probation, because he was on probation for that other spooky shit that he was involved in with the 13-year-old girl that he was on probation for 4 years for. So even if he gets off with this, which I guess I'm 50-50. 50% says he's gonna tell, he's gonna get off. The other 50% says he's gonna tell and he's gonna do time, but just less time than he would have if he wouldn't have told. But 100% of me says he's gonna tell. I'm sorry. So yeah, so even if he skates through this, it's gonna have violated his parole thing, and I think he's gonna get jammed up with that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even think it's gonna go to trial. I mean, what, in Fed cases, I think they say like 80-something% of them, they take plea deals because, you know, the Feds are just that thorough with it, that 90-something% conviction rate they got. So, you know, everybody gets spooked out about that, and you know, them shits rarely even go to trial. A lot of Latinos say it down here, they get all the swag from us. Absolutely. Them niggas Bobby was rolling with was really blowing niggas' heads off. Everything he said in this song, Hot Nigga, was true. Yeah, you're right. And then that's the shit that got him jammed up. And you know the album leak, the Dummy Boy album, I got the picture, it should be on the screen. Let me put the screen on. I might have a booger in my nose or something and I don't even know it. I don't even let me put this shit on. Yeah. You know, that's the cover for the Dummy Boy album. The shit leaked like last night. And you know, they said they're gonna push it back when 6IX9INE was up in you know, got caught up in the mess. My theory was that they decided to push the release date back because it was probably going to be a similar situation like with Bobby and the, you know, and the GS9 niggas. There's probably some lyrics in there where this nigga dumbass was, you know, running off at the mouth in the lyrics, and you know, be something they could use in the court of law. So they said, you know what, we're going to wait until we see the finality of this case, and then we'll drop that when it's too late, when everything's said and done. But I mean, I heard the album. I heard most of the album. You got like 2 Spanish cuts on there that I didn't check them shits out, but I heard every other track, and I was actually listening to hear if there was any, like, you know, suspect, you know, self-snitching that he's doing it, you know, on it. And I didn't really, you know, peep anything. It was just the usual blow your head off in general and all that. Not any specific, oh, my man did this, da 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 da. Yeah, like Bobby Shmurda did. That shit was just stupid. And 50 is still going at Ja. That's one thing I could say about him is he holds motherfucking grudges. Well, what's the latest thing he was doing? Now here you got Ja Rule. I mean, on a commercial level, Ja Rule's washed up. Now, on just like a regular level, based off his history and his name, you know, he could probably pack a little crowd. You know, he could probably like maneuver on the same that somebody that might be semi-hot in the underground is. You know what I'm saying? On a commercial level, Ja Rule, he's washed up. He a done deal. But so basically, he's halfway struggling if he wants to get some shows popping off and shit like that. And here you got 50 buying up, what was it, like 200 seats just to make the shit empty? Still, well over like a decade and a half later, nearly 2 decades since they beef. $50 pops is Fat Cat, word? Is that a fact, or is that like on some rumor shit? That shit would be crazy. I know Puff Pops is supposed to be a rat, supposedly. You know what I'm saying? And Puff Pops ran with what's the nigga name? The dude they did the movie on, that Denzel played in the movie, that Jay-Z did the soundtrack to. You know what I'm talking about? Like Puff Pops was Puff Daddy Pops was running with him. You know what? Let's do that right now. That's a little fun thing. Let's watch that together. Go look at Fat Cat Sons, then look at 50. All right. We're going to get a general group consensus on this. We're going to check that out. Let's see. Fat Cat. Boy, I tell you, Google makes things a lot easier. I remember back in the day, like my man Dredd, that I might actually call, see if you want to get on the show real quick. We used to argue back and forth about like a point. And before Google, when we didn't have the way to like fact check, Cat's Sons, before we had Google, our conversations would go on for like hours trying to prove that, you know, he's right or me trying to prove I'm right. Nowadays, we could just dead that shit in seconds. All right, images. Fat Cat Sons. Well, I'm getting a whole bunch of actual cats in the images. What's some other good keywords to search for gangster Fat Cat? Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Bumpy Johnson, Fat Cat, gangster. That's what I'll put. And Sons. Fat Cat. Gangster. Sons. Let's see what we got. The downfall of Fat Cat and Pappy. Pappy Mason with Penzum embracing. I'll just put this whole screen up. Alright, what's this? I got it on the window capture number 2. All right. Cover the whole joint. There we go. All right, which ones? V-Dub, tell me when I get to the ones that are relevant. They show his kids if they in here. They filming a Bumpy Johnson movie now. Forrest Whitaker in it. Oh, word. He's playing Bumpy Johnson, I guess, right? I seen him on that American Gangster series. Wow. All right, is any of them people, any of them kids showing up in the results? I guess I just got to look for somebody that look like 50. I guess if anything, it's going to be closer to the top. Nah, right? Let me try to be a little more precise with my search terms. Fat Cat, Gangster, Children. Let's see what's happening. Nicholas and Kenneth. Kenneth Keith, Crack Reflex. Matter of fact, let me just get straight to the point. Yeah, Fat Cat Kids 50 Cent, right? Because I'm sure, like, you know, the shit's online, the comparison that you're talking about. Fat Cat, Gangster, Kids, 50 Cent, or 50 Cent, Fat Cat's Pops. All right, the third one and the fifth one, they look a little similar. No, that's Lorenzo Nichols. The first picture. What, this one with homeboy looking all brolic? Spread an eagle? That one? Okay. Cent. Fat Cat's son. This dude don't really look like it though. That's interesting. Oh, well. It might take a while to try to really figure all that out. I'll look into that shit though. That shit sound. I mean, New York culture in general about that nigga shit. We on it. Like I've seen Chinese people. Like perfect example. Y'all know China Mac. There's like, matter of fact, let me get. You know what? China Mac is a perfect example of how New York gets down. Cause he ain't even Puerto Rican, he ain't Dominican, he's straight up Chinese. And for y'all that, you know, ain't in the know, I want to give y'all a good example of are pretty much on the same wavelength, you know, phonetically and ebonic wise as we are, and style wise. See, let me put y'all up on the game. China Mac. Okay, I'm gonna go to one of his little interviews. See, I don't know if he says nigga on the actual Vlad interview, but y'all get to peep a little bit of his steez, so you get a good idea what I'm talking about, of just like how New York gets down. All right, I gotta share this window. Okay, this is China Mac. He's a somewhat underground rapper from New York by way of Chinatown. Straight up Chinese. Mother and father, they were down with the whatever them Chinese gangs are and stuff. He's about the shits. But get the thing on. All right, check him out.
Even tried out for ball.
So, when you were full blown in the Ghost Shadows,
I was gambling houses, whorehouses. We would protect these whorehouses. We would protect these gambling houses, or we would rob gambling houses, rob whorehouses. We would do.
And about how many people were, like, at the height of the Ghost Shadows? How many members were there?
Probably like 200, 250, something like that.
All through New York?
Yeah, we had Brooklyn, Saks. We had like Brooklyn.
The tri-state.
Yeah, Brooklyn, Queens.
Okay.
Manhattan.
And there was one leader at the very top of this.
Yeah.
Okay. But that was not you.
Nah, that wasn't me. No.
Okay.
Nah, but I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even have the know-how to run a crew. I mean, I had a crew with me.
I'll let you know how it is. Scallion pancakes. Kind of that, isn't that? Hey, don't ever get this.
Port City in the building, salute. Yeah, you know that Vlad interview, he was kind of like subtle and kind of on some humble shit. I was trying to find a joint where he's really going in, but even from that, you could hear his quote unquote swag. You could tell he's an urbanite, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so I'm sure when you hear his vernacular, it ain't too hard to understand that you know he would be, you know, flipping that N1GGA, you know, out his mouth just like everybody else. So I played that just to say that that's kind of like how New York is. You know what I'm saying? We're all like that West Coast soundtrack. We all in the same gang, so to speak. So, you know, for us, it ain't really a thing. We even got the Asians saying nigga. I'll tell y'all through my personal experience with my man Necro. And I ain't trying to like blow his spot up because he fell back from that. He used to say nigga, he's a white dude or whatever. And also another thing that'll be a culture shock is fucking with my man Necro and hiding them cats. Even me that's been in New York, that's been around white folks that are also quote unquote urbanites, fucking with my dude Necro, that shit was a culture shock. Cause I'm just gonna keep it simple and say my man gets down. And this nigga done had me getting in all types of quote unquote gangster shit with him that normally I wouldn't even be doing because I just like to chill and just do my own little thing or whatever. But trust me, he get busy. If a nigga got beef, I don't want to say too much or say anything, but he's with the shits. I'll put it that way. And you know, he's someone, he even still says nigga on some occasional stuff with the vernacular, but he did the exact thing that I was suggesting. I was saying like, look, if you grew up with it and that's your thing, all right, fine, cool. But just respect the fact that other people that ain't with that, that's not used to that, you know what I'm saying, where the white folks or the Asians or the, you know, Spanish people in their area, they don't say that. You gotta respect it on the broad level. And my man Necro, perfect example, he don't say that shit in his music. Even around certain other people, he now knows not to say it. And we talking about a dude that's, he's one of them like, I don't give a fuck people. He just wants to be him. He don't care what nobody think, none of that. But even he had to learn like, look, you know, certain people, you know, they're not with the shits as far as this stuff. So, you know, we have to tone it down. But so that's basically how New York is. Got to be careful with what you say on Vlad. Yeah. You could tell he was thinking before he answered. Salute. Yeah. I think all hip hop heads, kids after 2000 say nigga. I could see that. Because, yeah, after 2000, like hip hop has been an embedded billion-dollar culture from like 2000 on. Like hip hop was like the norm. It was the top music genre, I think, from the turn of the century onward. Whereas, you know, when I was growing up, and you know, maybe Port, a lot of, well, yeah, I'm sure Port wasn't born in no 2000. So Port's generation, a lot of y'all generations, you know, y'all probably remember when hip hop was kind of like still on the uprise, on the climb. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you were born in this century, then yeah, you were born where hip hop was a completely commercialized thing. You know what I'm saying? It was the shit. You know what I'm saying? We more so saw the shit come up. So, you know, certain hood ethics and shit like that, we might have people in the hood, like if you outside of New York or something, you might have people in the hood that was on some, I don't know what you call it, square shit or some pop shit or some, lack of better term, some white people shit, you know? Whereas, yeah, these new millennials or whatever you call them people, you right. It was and still is the pop culture. Yep. Shit, I remember, you know, I'm like an 80s baby, so meaning I was born in 78, so I can't tell you shit about the 70s from those 2 years, but literally a baby in the 80s coming up. I remember when I still remember the days where they only played hip hop like late at night on like Friday and Saturday night. Kiss FM, WBLS. Hot 97 didn't exist at this time. And even when Hot 97 came out, they wasn't playing hip hop like that. Like hip hop got like a little small slot. And I think Funk Master Flex was doing that from the beginning. That's probably why he's like a staple in the game now, because he been with Hot 97 ever since they started the hip hop shit. But yeah, they would have a small segment, a little time slot for hip hop from like 8 to 9 or something like that. But when Hot 97 first came out, they were on some pop shit. At first it was on Power 95, and I think Power 95 turned into Hot 97. But they were on some, you know, some old Elton John, some Paula Abdul, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Friday and Saturday night, WBLS and Kiss FM. Like late at night too. We talking like maybe 11 p.m. to like 3 or something. So, you know what I'm saying? I have my little radio with the tape deck. You know what I'm saying? I tune in, you know, with the tape deck that you could record and just make my tapes. Because that was the only way you was going to hear some stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, you're right. Like the shit is easily the #1 genre right now. Is it? You know, for us, we probably look at it as the #1 genre, but on the low, I hear that country music, you know, they be doing their thing. You know that what's her name? Taylor Swift and all that bullshit. You know? But yeah, Port, since you in the building, pick a song of yours for me to play. I'm gonna throw one of your joints on. Just tell me what you want it to be. I'm gonna go take a urine. I'm gonna do like my man Danny in the corner right there. Man, I don't think nobody will want to break into that shit. There we go. You heard it. I was waiting for Port to hear that. I'm gonna throw a Port City joint on. Come on. Type it in the thing now. All right. Bulletproof. All right. I die harder than Bruce Willis. Let's go. Port City Bulletproof. There we go. Okay. Port City Bulletproof.
Port. 100 shots from the K, thinking I'm bulletproof. Talk a lot of shit, dog, thinking I'm bulletproof. Heart pumps, no fear, feeling like I'm bulletproof. I'ma play the bench straw, yeah, I'm bulletproof. Lean and pills, got a nigga feeling bulletproof. 4-5 ACP, I feel bulletproof. Mask off when I rob you, what you gon' do? Hollow points in my magazines, are you bulletproof? I'm speeding, I'm feeling like society's menace. The sweetest joy next to pussy, my nigga's vengeance. Welcome to hell, I'm deep in the trenches. I'm on a body of niggas so damn bad, god damn it, I'm itching. A mini Mac in the engine, the K in the trunk. Extra shit under my gut, uncomfortable, but it's tough. The lean and pills, I'm feeling like I'm on dust. Sawed off punk, turn my beef into cold cuts. 100 shots from the K, thinking I'm bulletproof. Talk a lot of shit, dog, thinking I'm bulletproof. Heart pumps, no fear, feeling like I'm bulletproof. I'ma play the bench straw, yeah, I'm bulletproof. Lean and pills, got a nigga feeling bulletproof. 4-5 ACP, I feel bulletproof. Mask off when I rob you, what you gon' do? Hollow points in my magazine, are you bulletproof? OPA 2 times, had no bars and a little lean, my brain fried. My memory is full with bullshit I let slide, and my motherfucking pride is eating me alive. World on my back, ship on my shoulder, gun in my lap, I don't have a holster. Go out in a damn bang, pop callow clothes, big things. You bet little arms, you can't hang, you yin yang. I don't understand y'all ignorant ass niggas, man. Don't you see? Me staying away from you is protecting you. But you wanna keep poking the bear, right? Just keep poking the bear. Quietest niggas the most dangerous, man. But it's like y'all wanna learn the hard way for some dumb ass reasons. When I rob you, what you gon' do? Hollow points in my magazines, are you bulletproof?
We're learning more about a murder where the shooter is now on the run. Raleigh police say he was shot on Dorothea Drive last night. He later died at the hospital, but there's still no word yet on a suspect. If you have any information, you're asked to call police or Crime Stoppers. 919.
This morning, police in Durham once again find themselves at the beginning of a homicide investigation.
It's the latest example of continued violence so far this year in Bull City.
Yeah, I'm bulletproof. Lean and pills, got a nigga feeling bulletproof. 4-5 ACP, I feel bulletproof. Mask off when I rob you, what you gon' do? Hollow points in my magazines, are you bulletproof?
All right. That's that Port City Bulletproof. That joint is Fuegos. Get that part right there. Yeah. You know, I do it through the broadcaster, so you know what I'm saying. You're gonna get the full fidelity and everything. It ain't like it's playing from a third-party source or none of that. You get the, you know what I'm saying, the full effect. And in actuality, I think sometimes the broadcaster makes the sounds come out even better. Like I played like straight up MP3s on a computer. I put it through the broadcaster. I'm hearing some more stuff. I think they EQ it even better. Some weird shit they do. But yeah, so basically when I do this radio show, that's the name is right here. The space station is gonna be all underground music, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be playing your joints, I'll be playing mine, LA, Styles. You know, I'm gonna start from the circle within, and then we're gonna work our way out with. So it'll be all the folks around here that got that flavor. My man Multiple Man, you know, a couple people that I know as well that I know are like dope like that. And then from there I'm gonna expand and, you know, put the, you know, the invitations out to other people if they want to get their music played. Have them send me, you know, links to where they could find it, their emails, or send me the MP3s directly or whatever they want to do. And I'm just gonna run like a straight up radio show. And the commercial breaks, it'll be for anyone that got a business that want their business shouted out. That'll be the commercials. It'll be independent business. So it'll be like a whole big grassroots thing. Our music, our space. You know what I'm saying? Space station. So I'm doing that soon. Shit. Probably like real soon. I'm just gonna do a test run. I'm gonna get like a lot of joints, maybe like, I don't know, 40 songs, and just let them shits rock. Take little commercial breaks and, you know what I'm saying, just talk a little shit, you know, just to get a feel for the thing is. So yeah, if anybody got businesses they want promoted or shouted out, or you got music, they put the email out there. Charge for ad space. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm trying to do on some eventual level. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, but you know, right now, you know, I mean, how many people watching this shit right now? 5 people? So, you know, I gotta start on some humble shit. But, so, you know, certain people get grandfathered in that, you know, rock would be, you know, from the very beginning. So y'all don't gotta worry about the ad space for your businesses and everything. But as the shit expands and gets better, yeah, absolutely. All right, where the email at? So, if you got businesses or tracks and links to your music, just send it right here. At Gmail. Man of War already sent me a couple beats. Word, good looking, Port. Yeah, we're gonna do this thing. Elm City back in the building. What's happening? Let me see what else did I miss. The name is dope. Nice flip. Charge for ad space. No pun. Port soon. Good idea. Yeah, Doug got everything. Yeah, so I'm doing that, and then I also got the Battle Rap Live. That, you know, I'm basically gonna get on that little wave. I mean, I see it's the wave now of people just reporting on hip hop shit, but I ain't gonna be reporting on any and everything. Like these, you know, little teeny bopper hip hops that got like issues with their girls and all that stupid shit. I ain't gonna do that. But like little things like, you know, let's say a Tekashi 6ix9ine, the legal troubles, you know, regular little fuckery. But I can't get too juvenile with it, because sometimes it looks silly. I be watching some of these hip hop reporters that, you know, are basically trying to copy the format of DJ Academics. But some of these cats are like 40-plus-year-old dudes talking about the most simple and childish shit that's going on between 19 and 20-year-olds. I just can't have any of that. Like, I feel funny. I did it before. There was some girl, what's her name, Selena Powell, that was like a little thought chick that the, you know, little hip hop is passing around. You know, today's version of Cat Stacks or whatever. And shorty can't be no more than like 18, 19 years old. And I did like 1 or 2 videos on that shit. I felt like a creep. I'm like, why am I talking about this bullshit? These are little kids. So, so, you know, I'm going to do it, but it's going to be on some more, I'm going to keep it as grown man as I can. So, of course, like, if it'll be people more from our era in hip hop, like, for example, Dipset, they just dropped an album, Hell Rel, 40 Cal, and J.R. Writer, they also dropped an album called The Upstage. So basically, Dipset is kind of like split in half. You got the core members with they shit, and you got the other 3, they just dropped an album to try to, you know, compete with them. So some shit like that I would do a video about. You know what I'm saying? Or Jules Santana's teeth. The situation with that. I would talk about shit like that. Tekashi 6ix9ine, he a young little dude, but you know, the legal woes and all the situations like that, you know, that can make it. But If it's some NBA young boy sleeps with this barely teen, 16, 17-year-old, nah, none of that teeny bopper shit. I can't do it. Oh, that's Axe X? Oh, a battle drop today? I don't know. I had to get back in the battle shit, like checking it. I mean, watching it live. Beat posting that twerk video. I got a few new vids for Monday. I've been running around after moving. Yeah, who y'all like in battle rap? My dude is Head Ice. I mean, probably because he's a Harlem cat. I definitely respect, and salute that shit. But he's not like the most lyrical by far. But I just like his delivery, his whole style. Like he's one of the best people that could combine being, you know what I'm saying, I guess hard or tough, so to speak, and combine that shit with humor. Like just that combination and how he conveys that shit, it just makes him like ill. That's like my favorite dude, Head Ice. I be fucking with I saw his battle when he won the chain. He won the King of the Dot joint. That shit is dope. I hope he still got it. I hope he's still, you know what I'm saying, wearing that chain. I hope he is still the King of the Dot. Av and the home team, homie T-Top. Yeah, see, I got to get in tune. Like all these new people that used to be PG a year or two ago, like that's around the time where I kind of like fell out of it. The last time I was like hard body watching battles like on a consistency was probably during Lux and Mook. You know what I'm saying? Like I would, for like a good couple years, I was like heavy in it, and that was considered like a big deal battle. I peeped that. Mook kind of washed Lux up, but I think more so Lux washed Lux up because he was trying to flow with that same momentum that brought him to the stage, that same righteous preacher sounding thing. It was cool for the first two major battles, but by that time it was kind of like, his whole cadence, people done got used to it. Other people were copying it. Like the shit just needed a change up. So I think more so Lux defeated Lux in that battle. And then he was like tripping up. He went into some freestyle. I guess he forgot some lines and the freestyle was kind of trash. Where the today's at? Hold up, what's going on? There's some today's? Where the today's? I want to see today's today. Oh, Arsenal? Yes. Arsenal is thorough. And yeah, he has a great business sense. He got his own league and shit. You know what's funny about Arsenal? And tell me if y'all feel this, right? I've seen Arsenal look like the type of dude that if you don't see his body, you would think he's a fat dude. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first saw Arsenal, I guess he had a coat on or something where I just, I might have just saw his face. When they go head to head, they'll show you the face of this one versus that one. Like all I saw was his face for like a little while. And then one time I seen like a whole thing with he might even had his shirt off. And this nigga was all skinny and shit. I'm like, he just got like a fat person head with a lean body. That shit look weird. Nah, shit, some chocolate boobies going on. That's my favorite flavor. I'm saying. Yeah, that shit is definitely not working for Lux no more. Yeah, see, I ain't been up on King Los like that. I see like one or two of his joints. Said Head Ice is goofy looking. He's definitely getting like one of them old man guts going on. You know what I'm saying? You can tell he's eating good or bad, whichever way you want to look at it. Who, Arsenal and Head Ice? Probably. I mean, I forget what was the first battle I saw Arsenal with that I really fucked with. That was it Daylight? I forget. Oh, Los and Ice. Oh, I meant to see that. Nah, I missed that. That joint happened like fairly recently, like a month or two ago, right? Or maybe even sooner. Yeah, I meant to watch that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that shit out. Matter of fact, fuck it. Let's do it right now. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Since the show Improve is brought to you in part by Battle Rap Live, we're gonna watch a battle rap live. Los vs. Head Ice. I just play, you know, maybe at least a round or two from them just to get a little taste of it. Fuck it, right? That's the beauty of having a broadcaster and being able to, you know, broadcast. 2 months ago. Okay, yeah, I meant to watch this shit. Fuck it. I don't know if my shit gonna get flagged for it or whatever. I don't really care. We off the cuff right now. 3 months ago. Okay, let's throw this up real quick. Oh, that's recap. There we go. I wonder if there's a way where I can mirror it. Because a lot of times when people play people's copyrighted material, they'll turn it into like a mirror image. And that'll evade the copyrights, supposedly. Let me see. Maybe I could do that. All right, King Los versus Head Ice. Fuck it. All right, hold on. Let me see if I could work some magic here. Transform. Ooh, flip vertical. Okay. Flip horizontal. Ah! Let's see if this evades the copyright. I don't know. It might not. Gotta think on your toes.
Get a load of me, ain't no control of me, I control everything. I.C.E.
Make some noise for Aisha, what's up? Okay, the coin was already flipped. Head Ice won the toss. First round is on Los. Finally, let's see what we're gonna happen with this one. Let's go.
Battle rap, what's up? Can y'all hear me? Yeah. Yo, make sure y'all can hear me, we good? Yeah. All right. Fuck is this nigga day like that? I came to eradicate the tatted face. But instead, I gotta erase the ramifications of this inactive database. This is the cognitive collective of elected electrocompulsive magnetic gamma rays. Versus this retroactive, retractive, stagnated, backwards pace of a nigga who missed way too many motherfucking practice days. Legend has it, my pen and pad could be linked back to the same lab where they crafted AIDS, and y'all had a nerve to question whether or not I could perform black magic on the master stage. Well, here I am, nigga. How'd I get here? Good question. Better question? Who the fuck unlatched my cage, nigga? See, this is what happens when y'all allow these distractions to become the attraction. That's a mirror-like refraction of the masses trapped in that massive phase. I even had to hit daylight on his jack and say, Abraham, link in. But somehow I'm still putting up with this crap on stage. Nigga, I be done slapped your face. Or put them in my 2K view and hop back on my old shit. In other words, I knew they was gonna cross me, so I got to steal. And all of a sudden, this gold switch. Yeah, that's that cold shit. Yeah, my 2K niggas. Yeah, that's that cold. Yeah, that's that cold shit. Gun bars? Ask Tay-Rock where they started at. Nigga, D's max 8 people, like a PlayStation party chat. But these days, I'm off of that. My homies ain't want me to FaceTime. They knew I was the god of rap. So even though I black out when I'm reconnecting, ain't no hang-ups if they call me back, nigga. And this what y'all calling rap? How they still letting you hang around when you full of shit, cousin? Where I'm from, we train the youngest blindfolded, and keep encouraging them to swing that stick until they hit something. It's nothing to hold it down with the metal. We stay pulling because it's hard to survive. My city's soft. Where? Niggas will leave your mom's brains on a laptop and folder while you're broad in a ride. Good thing my gun connect used to lower the price I pay per clip if I help him get off his supplies. Now, maybe it's all in my mind, but don't let this come at all as a surprise, because when you hold it down with the metal, that's stay pulling, and software going laptops and folders and paper clips is office supplies, nigga. I make one call to the tribe if it's war, cause, well, that shit we handle like ritual. I even spoke to my hood about Daylight, and they said he could spit, but their viewership is something those antics not getting you. So it's fair to assume that the streets think you sweet as teddy bears and balloons, and even though I had you prepared for the tune, they still can't do like visuals, nigga. Daylight, yo man, miserable. Niggas be dick riding for celebrity. That's nothing I would chase. I'm up here trying to bring light to integrity because that's something I embrace. Daylight got niggas thinking he from another planet, but with that chump, it's not the case. Even though we literally did watch his craft crash and now he running out of space. I'm the one that furrows his entire world regressive. I'm the one that furrows selected to eliminate the narrow perspectives these niggas deal with. I mean, his girl did say she want a nigga that could get fly and salsa, but he can't put the extras to rest. Real shit. Anyone with intelligence can see that I'm one with the elements. I'm like the village child the elephant slept near. And all the good residents of that village warn niggas about my excellence in a word fight. Even though all the pessimists that's there, they said, don't do it. You gonna get served, light. This nigga intellect peaks at a superb height, so we ain't gotta question whether or not he heard right when I'm the deaf in his left ear. Hold on, let me make sure you heard right in case you deaf in your left ear, nigga. Now that that's clear, niggas gotta train in the blindfold in the darkness to see what this war like, cause, well, I'm gonna make it real dark before I bring more light to your name. Ironically, I'm up here to decalcify niggas' pioneers by encapsulating every ounce of my flow right to his brain now. Now, Google timeout for all the pay-per-view witnesses, as I apologize to anybody in attendance that's having trouble dealing with my tremendous wit and penmanship, but I already previously pre-calculated the possibility that 65% of you niggas wouldn't get this shit. Because when I said flow right and fluoride, that was an obvious flip, but niggas could have missed this shit. I could have said when fluoride accumulates in the pineal, it hardens into a phosphate crystal that blocks thin gas known as your synapse that block neuron conceptors from corresponding with your epiphysis, but that would have been fucking ridiculous. Look, Ice, I'm not up here to sound like a physicist. I'm just saying when it comes to your third eye, navigating you through the rough shit in life, I don't know a physicist, nigga. Y'all niggas say shit like, fuck what you read. I leave you peeled if what's in my palm blue and that'll glitch your matrix. Nigga, that shit's so basic. Sometimes I overcomplicate the entire bar just to anticipate that the punch just don't make it. Cause if I do an arm bar, man, that shit gonna get so... Cause if I do an arm bar, that shit gonna get so flagrant, I'ma send the entire crowd on a sub mission and you'll literally have to wait for the break to find out where the dislocated. Time, nigga. Out!
All right. Make some noise for Los, y'all.
I don't have a lot of time to say if you switch to Liberty Mutual, you can save $782. That was faster than I thought.
Say, yo, what's shaking, champ? Hold it down. I say, yo, what's shaking, champ? I got a post for you. It don't take